What's up, guys? I am back, and today we're going to be doing a new film reaction video. I know you guys can't get enough of it, so I thought I'd bring you a new one. But there's going to be a little twist to it. Today, I'm going to be reacting to a video that a fellow subscriber has requested for me to review. And he only asked me to review it, but I'm going to do him one better. I'm going to be reacting to it, and I'm going to be watching it with all you guys, so you guys can see it firsthand how this movie is. He's been spending 10 years on this movie, and it's up on his channel. The channel is called Asher Pike's Golden Moral Cinemas, and the movie is called The King's World Duel of Shades. And I have no idea what I'm in for, but I'm very intrigued. I've watched briefly a little short, maybe 2 minutes of it so far, and I'm intrigued to see where this movie goes. He's put it together all by himself, from what I'm understanding, and it's a passion project of his. And I'm looking forward to watching this with you guys and seeing what's it all about, basically. But yes, I'm going to be reacting to this movie. Probably not going to commentate too much on it because I don't want to talk over all his work and all the stuff he's been putting together. But I will commentate a little bit here and there, but not as much as you've seen me in the past. But also, after the movie's over, I'll just give a little short review, since I'm not going to be seeing if this movie holds up because he just put it out recently. But other than that, I don't know much about who's in it, who are the voices, or who's talked in it, and yeah, I just don't know anything at all. So I'm blatantly just going to give you a review after this movie and just talk about it after the film with you guys. And you guys can see firsthand for yourself if you guys are interested in Asher Pike's Golden Moral Cinemas videos. I'll link his channel in the description down below if you guys want to check out his channel. But if you guys like what you watched today, maybe you can go check him out. And he says in his description that he's going to be putting out more videos in the future. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, Asher Pike, Golden Moral Cinemas, this is for you. Here's the review and reaction video. So yeah, let's get right into it. I'm wasting time as always. The King's World Duel of Shades. So you can see firsthand, this is his channel, Asher Pike's Golden Moral Cinemas.
In the corners of our minds, in the depths of the soul, even in the gifts of our heart, to war and this war ravaged, scathed and scorned our home, a war of lifelessness, lies, endless self-destruction.
So, from what I've seen so far, I believe this is going to be all animated in some certain ways. Okay, right off the bat, I'm already getting some Lord of the Rings vibes off this. I wonder if that had a big influence in this movie.
Without fear and doubt defeated, our enemy in theory had to vanish. What choice did we have?
I think the narration is pretty cool, and I'm digging it. I like who's ever doing the voice for this is pretty dope, and I like how it creates the atmosphere of what we're gonna get ourselves into. But it's kind of hard to understand, to be honest. It might be on me too, because my hearing sucks. I can see right off the bat, he put a lot of effort in this, so I applaud him on that. Asher Pike, if that's your real name. This is dope. This I can see you put all your heart into this.
Time to remind myself of my purpose, like I do every day, so that I don't lose my way.
So he's looking for survivors. Oh, there's people.
The village is real. It's real. Where are we? Come on, down to the village. I can't believe it.
So they've two people who are part of the same group found each other. That dude looks ripped right there.
You do not know how good it is to see you. Everyone is coming together against Solor for the final effort. Thinking that all hope was lost. Even now, it's kind of hard for me to believe that there's a way to win against Solor. Enough about my story. You said You both went to Soul Fictional. Soul's capital city.
I like the colors. It's pretty cool. It just catches your eye really off the bat. I dig that. The effects he added to this animated film. It's dope.
You know, the strangest thing about Solo is that he has no physical army with people. He simply turns every person against themselves. Brings your fears out and forms them into soldiers. Now there's hardly any of us left. Every place we visited was empty for miles on end.
Greetings, free people who fed us. As you know, I am a Fisseron, Sol's brother and his greatest enemy, taking their own lives to escape the pain of the past.
Oh, so some people have committed suicide. That sucks.
Thinking of doing just that.
Why does he keep looking at me for?
Remember, it was there the day our village was, yeah.
Well, you're not making sense.
I'm sensing a connection here.
Ripping the hairs off the rice pudding.
Maybe we'll see that in the further to the end.
Solon has killed over 7 billion people.
Damn, 7 billion?
Are imprinted upon
That's a
his
lot.
blade, consisting of 7 levels, 7 stages. First is the Forest of Whispers.
I'm interested to talk to Asher Pike after this. I'm done with this review and this reaction video to get his influences of what made him want to make this, because I'm getting a lot of Lord of the Rings, but also kind of like some medieval stuff like King Arthur, Knights of the Round Table, stuff like that. But yeah, I want to know his influences for this.
Mountains of buried dreams. Also, in addition, he will have the power to reshape this entire world to his will, to make this world of ours into a second one, where he reigns supreme, like Hades. Welcome to the company. You may not remember me very well, but I remember you. I was with your father in the Battle of the Courts.
Okay, so that's how they're
He
related.
was my greatest. I hope you will be coming with us on our journey.
You better be coming with him.
But I must tell you that if you choose to step up to it, then you'll not be the same when it's over. My father advised me against it. He told me not to go. He said that no glory is worth death. I didn't listen, nor did my brother.
Everybody wants to be important. I agree with that.
Now, we never gained any glory. Instead, all we brought was death. It's not about glory. It's about doing the right thing. Solo never realized that. He was consumed by a force too dark to speak of in this moment of hope. Solo, my friend. Now only a few hundred of humanity remain.
I want to know who drew all this, and like, yeah, who created the art and stuff like this, because talented whoever did this.
He's moving to reach the overlord before I know.
I think this is also a perfect viewing for me to watch right now, because I just watched Onward the other night, and that was a very fantasy heavily based film.
Even now, my memory of who I was before it concealed me is clouded. You were simply used. When you reach the altar, that is going to change. You will be free.
See, that looks kind of reminiscent of the Eye in Lord of the Rings.
I hope so. You'll become the monster.
I have a friend in mine who is really into the fantasy-based kind of type movies. Especially, he's a huge fan of Lord of the Rings, and I think this is right up his alley. I'm gonna show him this and see what he thinks of it too. I might have to rewatch this though. I'm just saying right now, blatantly. I might have to rewatch this movie because I'm kind of having a hard time keeping up with the plot. But from the visuals and stuff, I'm enjoying what I'm watching so far. But yeah, I probably need to rewatch this again.
Hey, it'll work out, man. There's something wrong. You were all hopeful a few minutes ago, now look like you're doubting. Make up your mind.
Yeah, it's just, I'm afraid that we'll have to encounter Soul himself on this journey.
She's gonna jump. Chloe! Wait! Don't do it!
Oh, I like how he added
Just come away.
the real footsteps in the background.
Get away from me.
Please, talk to me. You don't have to do this. I know it gets hard sometimes, but you must never, ever give up your life. Just talk to us.
I can talk to no one.
We will see many ruins of proud kingdoms, long fallen, battlefield.
Honestly, this is pretty cool, man. I'm not really into these type of movies. I don't really seek these things, but for a guy who spent 10 years on making something and this is his passion project, I really appreciate this. Yeah, he has my respect. This is pretty cool. You just gotta appreciate the art of this. And it's cool. He has a background of the live, real life clouds and
The quest
mountains.
stands upon the edge
It's
of
dope.
life. Stray but a little, and it will fail to the ruin of all.
Why does Soul Lord do this to us? Why did he suddenly begin slaughtering so many people? For what cause?
People turn evil sometimes. I don't know.
How many decades ago, there was a great war against a being known as the Spirit of Darkness. The kings tried to escape from that conflict ever since the Dark Entity has used Soul War to wreak havoc, to bring out all our fears and doubts against us in the form of shadow armies.
No, that's horrible. Yeah, when your greatest fears become reality, that's really scary.
And now he has the blood of billions on his hands.
Darius, you cannot do it yourself, or else the shadows will kill us all.
Oh shoot.
Don't give power to your fears.
We're with you, Darius. You must motivate yourself against your fears.
Getting a little Harry Potter vibes too, a little bit.
Fight.
Don't let your fears and doubts escape. Destroy them now, or they will return later. We are with you, Darius.
Honestly, in my opinion, this would be really cool in live action. I feel for a lot of people who are really into fantasy movies. To see this on the big screen, like if this was made by a big production,
Look inside yourself.
this would be dope.
You must believe.
My honest opinion right now, I think Asher Pike has a future in script writing,
It seems
especially for fantasy films.
very well. I will do it. The time. The time.
Oh damn. That kind of startled me a little bit, that music. Good sound effects for a scary voice. Who's ever doing that?
In the chaos that followed, Chloe actually grabbed you and dragged you to safety, defended you from the Shadow Wrath when you went unconscious from the blast. She's over there all alone. Why would she save me, though?
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry for what?
You know, for shouting at you and pushing you at the cliff when you were only trying to help me.
It's a cool sword on the left.
Where do these stars that flew beneath the rocks come from?
The past and future. This field is the site of the greatest battle of the Forgotten Wars.
The
where an
Forgotten
infinite
Wars.
number of allies and an infinite number of enemies fight for the fate of reality itself.
The Forgotten Wars. I like that. That's a cool name for a war. The Forgotten Wars.
Even still, the battle continues all around us.
That's nothing.
I like these colors right here. This is cool. I'm a man of simple pleasure, so I'm pointing out simple stuff in this movie.
This forest never ends. This is the answer. We turned our fear of a never-ending forest into reality.
Never-ending forest.
Whenever we doubt the forest gets longer,
Kind of like the never-ending story.
the journey lengthens. We must believe we can get out of this forest. The forest will end. This forest will end.
Oh, that's a trip. He's getting into the accents of like in the background. That's cool.
We did it. The
That's a
great
dragon.
Saurus. King Ashdolf took him into battle often.
Or no, it's not a dragon. Or is it?
And somehow now it is a welcome.
Oh, it's a dinosaur. Damn.
Which way are we going?
Years before the Quartz Valley. Arcadie's childhood home. Oh, huh.
I remember this.
Oh, that's cool. Are those are the voice people in real life? That's pretty soothing.
My family.
That's cool. I wonder if this is Asher Pike's family or just family friends or neighbors. That's cool that they all contributed to this film. The community. I dig that. That's cool.
I don't want to go. I don't want to. I want to stay.
Go, Arcades. Wake up now.
Why?
If you can hear my voice, listen. The bog will make you see the past. It will make you long for the good times.
That's what I
You
thought.
must resist those voices telling you to stay. Because if you long too much for the past, you will.
It's just an illusion.
swamp.
Get off your ass. Stop being a lazy ass. Come on, let's go. I know this place
Stop being a
brings back
lazy
memories
ass.
and makes
Come
you
on,
wanna
let's
stay,
go.
but we can't.
What's the point? We're gonna lose anyway. Might as well end my life dreaming of the good times.
Wow, this guy already saying they're gonna
If you
lose?
change your mind to doubt one more time, then I'll kill you myself.
Oh, shoot! See? Exactly. You don't doubt
Get
the
up and
team.
believe in yourself. I'm not gonna have another friend lose hope.
Alright. Chill out.
Alright, chill out. That's kind of funny.
Get up, come on.
It was such a good dream. I was with Mom and Dad beside the river having a picnic on a sunny
It's not real, though. It's a dream.
I didn't want it to end.
It's a dream. There is no dead end. It goes onward if you believe it does. Just like the forest. Anxiety and fear can trick you.
So it's an illusion,
There's
too?
no way making you give up. All you need to do is believe in yourself to go on.
That's a good moral. I like that. I believe in that, too. Damn, where are they now?
Chasing us.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Welcome to the catacomb of the kings.
Oh, so those are all previous kings.
I see all of you have lost the ability to speak.
They're all speechless.
We are in the first world called Verdus. This world, whether through age or conflict and consequence, will transform eventually into the second world.
Why is it called the Fields of Affliction?
Because people may look into these stars, see events happening many distances afar, that reveal what transpires many leagues within.
Oh, that's dope.
Wonder how
That's
small
cool.
they are in such an endless ocean, whether they have some purpose in it at all.
So they're seeing different things transpire during different times in the universe? Kinda, right? I don't know.
I feel like I've changed so much during this game. No longer am I
Like a
troubled
pyramid.
by my own mind.
You part of the Illuminati, Asher Pike? Nah, I'm just
But
joking.
it's not over yet, my friends. We march to victory or to defeat, but we go forwards, only forwards. Behold, the altar of the seven worlds.
When I first met you at the camp on that cliffside, standing on the edge, you were ready to fall. But here you are now, on the edge once again. This time, ready to rise.
I was consumed by my emotions.
Yeah.
It wasn't me who took that step. It was my depression. My doubts and fears made me walk to that edge. My true self was locked behind bars.
I just want to say, my thoughts that it doesn't matter. If we win or lose in this fight, all that matters now.
You guys better win. This whole build-up, you guys better win. Unless there's gonna be like a part 2 and 3 like Lord of the Rings.
I watched as the spirit of darkness moved my hands to slaughter.
Dude, what the heck? Dude!
You're talking a lie! You're talking a lie!
Dad, I did not expect that.
So Lord, if you can hear me, cast aside the blame for the sake of the seven worlds, for the king's world.
Yeah.
Lord, so Lord, I know you can hear me. You must fight it. Resist it. So Lord.
Ooh, damn. Oh, so it is to be continued. Ah, I kind of called it. Sort of. Kind of.
Fellow soldier of the Kings and Queens world, I really hope that you were inspired and motivated by this film's message. In the end, that message was that even though you may fail and be defeated in your goals, if you fight on, keep on trying, knowing that failure probably will happen. Fighting, even though that may happen, that is a victory of its own.
I appreciate that he's doing this. It's cool that he added this to the end of the video.
Struck the altar of infinite knowledge. Speaking of Chloe, the character in the movie, she was based off of a real life person. I wanted to pay homage to her, to pay my respects, because towards the start of 2019, she took her life. I want you to know that if you ever feel like you are not worth it, if you feel like you're just an object, or that you were used, or if you're wronged, if you want to vent, or if you want to talk to someone, then I'll happily talk to you and I'll listen. Just know
That's a
that
good message,
you
man.
are not worthless. I know.
Dude, Asher Pike, you got my respect, bro. I appreciate this right now.
I'm not saying that lightly. One other thing, alright? One more thing about that. If you doubt yourself, doubt who you are, if you ever feel like you don't know who you are, then do this to me. If you can't find your strength, do this.
Check your pulse.
Listen, just listen to your heartbeat, alright? That is you.
100% agree with you, man. 100% agree with you.
If you want to help support the next movies in the King's World saga, then I have a book out and it's called The King's World, Son of Tragedy.
Oh, wow.
It's about
You wrote a book.
corrupted by the spirit of darkness, how it influenced him, and how his doubts made his faith held all of you. And his origin story. And the fisherman as well. So that's out. Also, there's merchandise made for you and the Patreon page. And on that page, you can do many things. You can custom create your own character to actually be in the fantasy universe of the King's World. To either be a part of it in the books or the films at the appearance, or to just be in the canon. It's up to you. And I love that collaborative experience. And just other people just making these unique characters and their own stories. That'll be cool. Excited for that. In the end, I'm hoping to bring to you the rest of these films and these books. And just I hope you're motivated. I hope you're motivated by this movie.
Very, I'm sensing a very creative guy you are, man.
Remember to listen to your heart. I'll see you next
100%, man. Agree with you 100%. That's a good way to end your video, man. To be continued, though. I'm really, truly looking forward to what you have in store for us in the next video you post. I think I saw something down. Well, I'll talk about it in my review. I don't want to give it away right now, but yeah, man, that was a good movie. I need to rewatch it, though. I got to tell you, it kind of went over my head, but we'll get to that in the review. But yeah, I'm glad you told me about this. The King's World, Duel of Shades. So we just wrapped up that movie by Asher Pike on YouTube. Go check it out if you haven't already. But this is my review. I dug it, man. This is cool. This is very creative. And to hear that you have a book out, too, and I just looked at it and it's on Amazon. You're doing big things, man. I applaud you. This I'm glad you wanted me to review this movie. I'm going to try my best, but I can't 100% sure give you the best review possible for this film because it's not really up my alley with the type of movies I usually do reviews on, or like the stuff I've been watching or I've watched since I was a kid. But I'll try my best for you, man. What can I say about this movie? It's very creative. It's animated. It looks like it took a long time to create. He looks like he put his heart and soul in this. The voice actors in this movie, I'm sure they're all his friends and close companions and family and stuff of that nature. It just looks like it really is a passion project for him, and I applaud him. I applaud anybody who creates their own projects or art and stuff like that and just like has that passion basically just to get it done and just chase your dreams. Chase your dreams is what I think is a great thing to believe in, and I know sometimes dreams don't pay the bills, but I don't know. It's one of the things I always think about is wasted potential, and if you don't give it your all to anything you do, you're just gonna always regret it, because like after this, we can't take everything we have with us. I mean, there's no redo button after we're all gone from this earth. So to see us not succeed in the way we wanted to succeed in the beginning, like our hopes and dreams of what we wanted to become when we were young kids, and just to let that go aside and forget about our fantasies of what we thought we would be one day, it's sad to see. And Asher Pike is chasing his dreams, and I respect that. The King's World, Duel of Shades. I'm not going to go in too much detail because, like I said, I still need to rewatch it. It kind of went over my head, man. I'm sorry. That's just my 100% truth and honesty about this film. It really was a little difficult at times to understand and for me to follow a person who is not really into mythological fantasy films that much. I mean, I love Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit. I guess you could put Star Wars in that category, Game of Thrones, stuff like that. I'm into that kind of stuff, but on a very, not a huge basis, I would say that I surround myself with fantasy type of stuff, like I forgot there's card games that I know a lot of people play, and just that type of ancient realm type of mythological creatures. For me, as a person, as a regular moviegoer and a person who watches everyday, day-to-day films, just the normal stuff you see in theaters, well, now on streaming and DVD and stuff like that, on demand on streaming services. With those type of movies, that's the type of moviegoer I am. So to see this, it kind of is a breath of fresh air to see something new and creative. Like I said in the movie while we were watching in my reaction while we were watching this together. I think this would be great for a live action movie, to be honest, man. I could see this in the right production company's hands, making it into a full live action fantasy film. Like I said in the reaction as well, I just watched Onward before I watched this movie that you created. And it just has a lot of the same type of elements as Onward did. I mean, not like word for word or premise for premise, but just the type of fantasy and type of like wizardry and like the mythological stuff. It's kind of up that alley. So it's cool that I watched that and then I went to review this and react to it as well. I think you have a future, Asher, and I hope to see more stuff from you. I mean, you already have a book out. You have this. You spent 10 years creating it. And I think you have a bright future, man. Just keep pushing at it. But back to the movie. I appreciate it. I'm a guy who appreciates a lot of stuff, and I try to find that in everything I do or see or, accomplish. And I'm just like, even if I don't really love it to 100% to its capability of what people who are into certain type of things would appreciate more than I do, but as a person like me, I still try to find the appreciation in stuff. So I appreciate this, and I can see that this is a great, I don't want to say passion because I've already used that like so many times in this video already, a great accomplishment for you. And I really do think this is a great accomplishment for you, man. This took you 10 years to make. You saw me watch it with you guys. You saw me react to it. And Asher Pike, The King's World, Duel of Shades. If you guys want to take the time out of your day to watch this, only an hour and 20 minutes, I would really recommend you guys watch this, especially if you're into mythological creatures and fantasy and that Lord of the Rings type stuff of that nature and kind of like Harry Potter-esque type things, and it's cool, man. I also like how you added at the end of the movie, you talked to us in live action form, like the real person you, not the animated you, and I like that you added that at the end of the film, and you just spoke to us and gave us a backstory of why this got created and who was in it and who the characters are based on, and you talked about their life, and a lot of credit on your part to do that. You paid homage to everybody in this movie. You paid homage to a lot of people in this movie, and you gave them credit where credit was due. And I hope you do that in the further movies you create on your channel. Something I'll just point out, I mean, like for a regular moviegoer like myself, the colors in this are pretty cool, and just like the artistic style of this film and how you created, like, it's not really stop motion because it's drawings, but like kind of stop motion-esque in my opinion. It's cool. I think, like I said, there is going to be a live action film coming from you, what I read on your channel. So I look forward to that. I just say it right now, I'm sorry I didn't really go into depth of probably how much you wanted me to go into your film. If you want to explain it in the comments down below to my video, to anybody who is wondering about this film, feel free, man, if you want to, and just lead them down to your page. This movie was a really good breath of fresh air, in my opinion. It had good morals in the movie. It had a good theme, and I like the message that came out from it. You still need to give it your all, even though you think you're gonna fail. That's what I'm trying to say. I feel like a big message in this movie, well, you even kind of said it in the end credits, but that's what I got from this as well. They went to go to fight the bad guy even though they thought they were gonna lose. Fate probably was on their side. It's still to be continued, so we don't know the ending yet, but as I saw it, they're winners in my book because they just went to go and fight the battle even though they thought they were going to lose. I got a lot of Lord of the Rings vibes from this, man. And I don't even watch Lord of the Rings like that, but just right off the bat, I wonder, just tell me in the comments, man, did Lord of the Rings really inspire this movie? Because I know it probably had a big inspiration for it, in my opinion. Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe you got it from a whole different place. But yeah, support this guy, man. He is a bright future if he keeps pushing through and doing what he loves. And I could see him going places. But like I said also in the reaction, I could see you being a script writer, man. This is a good script. Like I said, I could see this in live action form. It'd be cool. It'd be a big budget movie, 100% though. There'd be probably a lot of explosions and action battles, kind of like Lord of the Rings. And so, yeah, you should write scripts or something. I think it would be a good use of your talents. But yeah, that's my short review for you guys, man. Asher Pike, I hope I did you justice. Let me know in the comments. But I tried my best to give it a best review I thought possible it deserved. Good movie. I applaud you. Great job. And like always, let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this movie. Tell me your thoughts on this type of film, and Asher Pike, and go check him out, and just give him his 2 cents in the comments, and let him know what you guys thought and if you appreciated this movie. Also, if you guys like this video, I could start taking more requests from you guys, and if you guys have any personal videos you'd like me to review or do a reaction video for, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to get to it like I did Asher's. I told him it would come out in a few weeks or so, and he was patient, and now I'm doing it, and so I hope I did him justice, like I said. But also, if you guys like what you saw, maybe hit that like button. It really does help out the channel. But also, if you really like this video, like super liked it, maybe hit that subscribe button. Yeah, guys, that has been my quick review of The King's World Duel of Shades. But other than that, I will see you guys in my next video, when I either do a reaction, I do Is It Worth It series with the movies I've watched along the week, the 3 movies, and see if it's worth it or not, or I will just do a recommendation video for you guys. So we will never know until you guys stay tuned and watch what video I put out next. But yeah, until then, guys, I hope you guys are always having a great day, and I'll see you very soon, yeah? Peace.